Hello everybody. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of the video that you're about to see. It has the trailblazing up to the tree, clearing it out, the assessing of the tree, and then the falling of the tree with the regular footage interspersed back and forth between that and the new drone footage, which is pretty cool, by the way. You better check it out, of the tree, and then seeing where she all fell, and then the drone footage afterwards of the tree after it's fallen down. So hopefully you enjoy it, and if you are able to hit the subscribe button, that'd be much appreciated. Be fantastic. I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning, everybody. We're going to be taking out another tree today. It's a tree that's dead. I'll show you from the top view. It's a maple that has no leaves on it. You'll see it from the top view with the drone. It's up in here. This is the drone footage. The tree is just to the left there, and as it pans up, it's the one in the middle. Check up in here. There's an old road here, like road in quotes, and it'll take out some branches along the way just to make it easier to walk down. Then we have to go up there and snake up, and it's up in the midst there. So we're gonna go up in there, and then we'll go one step at a time and just clean this up. So let's trek up in here. Like I said, this is an old road, or at least was a skidder road, or a road made by a little caterpillar. And let's clean some of this out, just so we're not walking on this all the time. So now we got that cleared out down to here. Our next little trek is, we're trekking up to there. There's the tree that's coming out. And you can see there's a bunch of debris along here. I don't think we'll take any of that unless, maybe just a little bit. What's that funny sound? Listen. Is that a bird or a cat? It's weird up in here. Always looking up. Don't see any immediate issues. It's that funny sound again. I can't tell if it's a bird or a baby cougar or something. That sound. Something sounds in distress. There's some logs up there that are falling. See them up there? So we're staying away from that. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, it's an eagle or a hawk. I saw it through the canopy there. That was a hawk. Makes sense. Okay, let's trek upwards. Onwards and upwards. Okay, so we're gonna clean up all around here. There's a few leaning trees over here, but they're far enough away, plus they've got trees in the way to protect them. We're gonna clean up around here. Around here, here's the hemlock, which has to go in turn with this big leader, almost like a, I would say that would be the second tree, the third tree, and there's the big maple part that's gonna come. So the whole system has to come together. And there's a little cedar in there we'll have to take out. We'll take that out today. Get it out of there. There's also one leaning up in here. Let's get that out. Let's get a better positioning. Well, now that you get up here, you can
see the mess. This is from the backside. So we'll start by knocking this cedar down. Let's just get it out of the way. I'll get to the high side, bucket down there. I think I'll set up my camera over there on that stump looking this way. All these uprooted trees, eh? Look at that rock, came right with the uproot. Pretty cool. So I think we'll set up on here, if we can. I think that'll do a good view. Just let it run.
And right here, we're just while I'm catching my breath, I'm just looking at the tree and assessing it from all angles. It's important to look at the integrity of the wood and just the leans and your plan of action, and you mull it over in your head and make plans and think of what's going to happen. And as you kind of make a plan, you kind of alter it depending on what your experience says or what your gut says, or a little bit of both, your gut and your experience. So I'm just moving around the tree. I cut out a lot of footage here. I probably spent 5-10 minutes looking at it, analyzing it. Not the most exciting to watch, but that's what it is.
Well, just assessing it. Sorry to have to watch all that. Get a better vantage point here. So this is definitely the high side of where I'm going to do my last cut. Run this way because there's no immediate threat here. The threat's on the other side. So we'll have to undercut and back cut that spruce a little bit. Hemlock, sorry. Undercut that little branch there. Just a wee bit. It'll come anyway. I'm not too worried. It'll break right off with the big tree. And then undercut and bore. Because that's leaning pretty hard. Like I'm holding it straight up there, perpendicular. So it's leaning pretty good. So a little bore cut. And then leave the strap here. I just don't like that bugger right there. It's not leaning back, but it's back a bit, but just when it goes, I don't want it to snap, eh? So I gotta book it out of here. So I think I will cut this out. So I can run right up through here. Yeah. As soon as that cracks, I'm running. Yeah, let's clean this up out here. Give me more of a running so I can get far away from that. I don't think it will, but you never know when it cracks. If that's fatigued up there, you get a little motion, and then that thing's coming down this way. Right through here, shoomp, and then it should come with the head of it down here to get to the road where I walked up from. Well, here we are, our drone landing. We'll go straight up here and then over up into there where the tree is. Got the chainsaw ready, got our wedges, and got our axe. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna have this on here, just on standby. Make sure I take this off. That'd be one thing if you forget, it'd be bad. There's your camera. I'm assuming that'll work. Okay, now let's go and get started. Okay. So those are the... What is it? Those two are going. Alright. Together. Right between those two goalposts. Oh, nice. It's a hard hike, that one. Yeah. What's that?
Bring both things down.
Okay. That was good. Ugh. That was awesome. It went so slow too.
I did hit that one a bit.
Well,
See if I can land this thing from here.
I don't have anything to record here.
Okay, pass me the axe. You can get through now.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, yeah, look at the tree down there.
Oh geez, that's a lot.
We'll be able to get a choker on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.